Hey, I'm Corey Enemy. We're here at SIR in Hollywood, California. We just finished a Dubspot Disney Interactive panel about some remixes and musical content that we created for a video game, Disney Fantasia.
There's many different approaches to remixing original material, and depending on what your goal is, how much you want to respect the original song, how much you want to replace what's there with what's your own, these kind of decisions govern how you go about, tackling a remix. Dubspot and Disney Interactive have been involved in a very unique collaboration that has allowed us to present these workshops to you guys. And what we're discussing, again, is a game called Disney Fantasia Music Evolved.
Doing music for video games over the past several years has been an excellent way to get your music heard.
There's just so much opportunity for people, producers especially, with all the media that's coming out and all the different, ways that people are consuming different content.
We had this rather nuts idea, which is very simply, what if someone could wave their hands around kind of, a crazy magical conductor and literally change music on the fly.
You packed my bags last night, pre-flight.
We wanted to create this experience where you could take music that you know and love, like really, really important tracks, and then change them. And to do that, we realized we needed not just the masters, we needed the multi-track recordings of these great recordings. Not only that, we wanted to then remix them and let other people remix them, and then finally share it online on YouTube.
I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife.
Which, if any of you are aware of how music licensing works, is an extraordinary set of asks.
Myself and a partner of mine, Brian Coolis, one of the DJ instructors at Dubspot, we did 2 remixes that ended up being chosen.
Our next presenter is James Ellington, who actually started as a student at Dubspot. And, as you can see, going through the ranks at Dubspot, you can do some amazing things. So I'm going to let him discuss that, his approaches and the challenges that he was presented with the stems that he got.
We worked on the Elton John Rocket Man that we ended up remixing and was put into the game. It was definitely a very interesting remix to start with because it was so off-tempo and it fluctuates and it doesn't start on any particular beat. It really took some loving to get it working with electronic elements.
Usually when I would approach a remix, I would try to do something radically different and completely change everything up, but the way that this worked is we had to kind of keep the same arrangement so that way as, different songs were brought in and taken out, it all kind of flowed together.
One thing that was interesting about doing this remix is that it was the first time I ever did a remix where they asked us to turn in the stems, the separated tracks, because the goal in the game is for the stems, the separate tracks, to be remixed by the user.
The joy that we get at 5 a.m. in the morning when Corey and I come across something finally that's good, it's like this adrenaline high that you don't get from anywhere else. And so the idea of this game being to present that experience to anyone, who can stand in front of it, connect. We literally did like 48 different mixes of Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie.
Initially, I thought we'd be approaching it just like creating any other remix. And then as we started the process, we realized that we were going to need to create a lot more content.
The idea behind this game is for participants, or players per se, to be able to feel the joy of creation and musical exploration that a lot of us get when we're either producing a track, writing a track, recording or performing a track, which is a tough experience to translate to anyone who hasn't done it.
When I try and explain this to people, the best way that I can describe it is take a song, remix it 7 different times in 7 different genres, keep it all 7 in the same key and same tempo and same structure, but they're all completely different. You have an orchestral version, a folk version, a dubstep version, a dance version, a disco version, all these different versions, and then take the stems of all 7 remixes and throw them up on a giant mixing board, and then ask your grandma to come in and randomly start throwing up sliders.
What if I go with David Bowie singing to a cello section, bring in some distorted guitar at the top. Then I want my bass drum to come up.
Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly and the spiders from Mars.
When Fantasia originally was created, essentially it was very similar to like what we're doing years and years later, where they had, for the first time, recorded all these different musical parts and had the ability to control them independently and send them to different parts of the theater and different speakers, which essentially today that's what we call surround sound. And now we fast forward and it's a very kind of parallel concepts, different elements of music created, then giving that power to any person that buys the game to then reinterpret my reinterpretation of someone else's work.
The idea itself is incredible. It's amazing that you guys have been able to pull it off. But the fact that the technology allows you to do it in a way where the user can really interact with this and feel like they're crafting and shaping this game world. I'm just really impressed personally, and I just want to express that. So thank you for coming in and sharing this with us.
Thank you.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself. Become a part of our community and make music.